Yeah, let's make sure everybody's connected all over the place. Bell Kings Fantasy Football League. It's your man Tony D, aka the Random Multi Broadcaster. I am joined by my man Fireman Richard the Morning Coffee, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, 0600 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Rumble Studio. Rich, how you doing, my man?
Very good, sir. Very good, and good morning, Michael.
Good morning, sir. How are you? We're glad to have you here. And
it's
Michael
good to be here.
Bathurst, hashtag shout MGB and a place to be, set your mind free, and all that good stuff. Mike, what's going on?
I like.
You like.
I like.
You like. Gentlemen, we had a Super Bowl. Final thoughts of the season, closing thoughts of the season.
Can we share the one slide here? It'll help us a bit.
When you talk first, then we'll get to his slides.
No, but it works well with this. I'm trying to help you. Work with me. Work with me.
Next season, I can't wait till next season.
Okay, so I just want us, because today we're going to be reaching for things to talk about. Look at him walking through the paraphernalia of Kansas City winning.
Mm-hmm.
And he doesn't look too happy. And then there's a joyous Jalen Hurts right there. So think about it. He has been to the Super Bowl twice in his 5-year career. That is insanely good.
It is good. I agree with that.
What do you think there, Tony?
They lost in 2023, or did they win in 2023?
They lost.
No, I lost. Yeah.
I mean, it's elementary. They lost. They won.
They did not have the fans, like in the sense of...
They did not have you to speak on it.
No, but if you look, do you see the difference of the hoopla of 2023 to 2025? There's not much going on. It's like they spent $1 billion on confetti in 23.
It's a matter of whether you won or whether you lost. That's exactly what it is.
He looks so... He has a better defensive game now. And what did you say there, Fireman Rich? They got served.
Who's that? Kansas City?
That's not what he said, Mike.
Seeing I'm behind the... Hi, Tina. Kansas City had their asses handed to them.
Yeah.
They had over 1 million. I think they're really happy because they had their parade last week. Their Captain Rehab graced the Fireman Rich, the morning coffee broadcast here on Friday. He was telling me about it, and I saw a little bit of that on the YouTube. There's only a freaking million people that were at that, and I didn't hear anything outrageous. They had a good celebration and stuff like that. I don't like that. I do not like that picture, Michael. To be honest with you, you showed that before. Yeah. I despise that picture because it's like putting. Okay, they're on the throne now. No, I don't. It's American
not anymore.
We don't have a monarchy here in America, so I just don't like that. As far as that goes,
Tony, what do you think of this photo?
You're asking for it. Stop playing. Keep going.
Well, if you had the American hockey team last night that beat up on Canada after they booed the American national anthem, I think. Plus, I think they got their wax. No, just kidding. You're the only Canadian I know.
I didn't watch that.
Did you?
No, I didn't. I should.
No, I missed it. Yeah. But this guy, I'm very happy for this guy. This guy, it's just like if there was ever a very positive move from one team that was in the dumpsters, and I'm a New York Giants fan, folks, but they've been in the dumps. They're going to still be in the dumps here next year. I think the Jets will be able to pull themselves out after their most recent decision that they made.
Yeah.
But I'm really happy for this guy right here. Really happy.
Yeah, congratulations to him for getting the MVP. That's Saquon Barkley, ladies and gentlemen. Well deserved. Not to be disputed, especially since he made it to the Super Bowl.
Yep.
Let's just narrow it all the way down. His competition didn't get as far as he did through the whole season. He got the record for most yards as a running back in a single season, including the postseason games. Big ups to him. Big ups to him. Big ups to him.
Who, how many awards are there at that NFL award show?
I don't know.
Because you only ever hear about 3 of them.
Right. I don't know. Don't make me lie. I don't know.
All right, here we go for next year. Tony, you should look at this.
Who's your first?
Who was your first overall pick next year in fantasy?
Right now, it would be Saquon Barkley.
Oh God, yeah, definitely.
Right now, it would be.
So I recognize some of these guys. Do you guys hear? You know who? Jamar
So
Chase.
Higgins looks like Devontae Smith. Looks like Justin Jefferson, and that is not Drake London. I don't think.
No.
Who's the Bengal?
The Bengals should be T. Higgins.
T. Higgins.
No, that's Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase. Okay.
Chase.
And on the bottom here is Bijan Robinson.
Okay, Bijan Robinson. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, not Dijon, but Bijan.
I don't know what I'm gonna do with you.
Yeah, he was great this year.
Are you watching TikTok or no?
No, should
Well,
I?
I'm not surprised. How you gonna turn the channel on but not see who's viewing?
There you go. Well, because I'm doing the slides. See, he
Okay.
doesn't look too happy here.
Who doesn't? Of course not. You see him when his lip was poked out?
He
That's
doesn't
enough.
look too happy. I like what Rich said is, we don't realize what it takes to win, and they just didn't have the pieces.
We spoke on that last week. They had the pieces. They were defeated on every aspect of the game. I mean, the first half, I was like, they can come back. And I kept telling everybody, you got to remember what happened to the Patriots and the Falcons. The Falcons were up 28-3 at halftime. The Patriots came back.
Yeah, but this was a little bit different, Tony, where right at the beginning, it was pretty apparent that wasn't going to be the case, the way Kansas City handled that first series. And then when you had two scores right after that in the second half by Philly, I think that was the nail in the coffin and stuff. The thing is, they were off. They played, you could, we've said this before, the game before they played the Bills, and that could have took a lot of them out. That could have been a very, so they thought they could. They had a very successful year, just like the Buffalo Bills did. Even though with the loss that they had, they didn't get the Super Bowl, but you have to give them all credit to reaching that level. The competition shows that the NFL is
even.
Yeah, it's a great game to watch because of that, with these caliber of teams and stuff. And there's some questions on some players, not do they still have it in, such as Kelsey there. He's but I think he's still licking his wounds and stuff. I think he's going to play again.
They said yesterday he's coming back. And
is he coming? Okay, that's the latest.
They gave him a deadline. Tony, can you read what's in the quote there?
Someone's going to have to explain to me how 29-year-old's legacy is tarnished because after the best 7-year start to a career and getting closer than anyone in history to winning 3 straight Super Bowls, one bad game from basically the entire team diminishes that legacy. So let me jump in on this.
Yes, I want you to.
Not on that, but what we were saying earlier.
Okay.
The reason why I didn't call it over at halftime, the Patriots were up pretty much 4 touchdowns.
Yeah.
And came back after halftime. The Eagles were up, and I was like, no, it's not over yet. Third quarter, when they scored again, I was like, now it's over. Even though Kansas City had the potential to come back, they've always had the potential to come back. I don't know why they weren't gelling. When Patrick Mahomes got sacked, I want to say the second time, I was like, okay, this isn't good. Mind you, he will get it from a second. He will play injured. Everybody was pretty much healthy in that game. Xavier Worthy made a hell of a catch in the end zone and got them a touchdown.
Right.
It was phenomenal. He did damn good. But Philly's defensive line, they did the same thing they did when they won the first Super Bowl. That defensive line will blitz, rush, and take you over. Pause, all that good stuff. All jokes aside, they ran through them. I was like, good Lord. But Kansas City has always had the potential to come back.
Right.
There was one bad call at the beginning of the game, and everybody was ready for the refs to do something crazy for Kansas City to win. After that one call, I didn't see any other controversial calls. So I think the game got played very well. Kansas City got dominated. It was
Right.
how you gonna be 17-1 and lose like that in the Super Bowl? And I want to say lose like that on purpose because Philly was all over. It was terrible. It really was terrible. But that's just me. Now, as far as next year,
What's that noise I'm hearing?
I don't know.
I'm hearing.
I don't know. Maybe my blanket on my computer. Okay.
Okay.
I think Kansas City will be back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Philly should. I will say should, based on the health of the 49ers as of right now. The 49ers and the Eagles are the two teams that have been to the Super Bowl most recently, and the Rams. So those three, the Rams, I don't know what's going to happen with them. If we talk post Super Bowl, is everybody good with Super Bowl coverage right now?
Can I just
Yes,
mention one
yes,
thing?
yeah. Because we just filibustering now. Go, please.
Yeah, for you and Rich, we have one thing we haven't talked about is Kansas City lost because their defense just was not good enough. Let's be real. So they need to now start getting some pieces back. That's how they won again. That's how they won against the 49ers.
Let's get back to that. I wanted to jump on that. Go ahead and finish. I'm sorry.
And no, it's okay. And we lost our way. We somehow thought what they had was enough, and they didn't look at, it was almost like the foundation of the building had a big hole in it, and they went, oh, it'll be okay. It'll be okay.
We got Ted up in here. What's
Ted.
going on, Ted? How you doing?
We also have 21 people on TikTok. Thank you.
Gotcha. Got 9 total over here on TikTok. We got Razzle and Dazzle. I see you over there, man. Thanks for coming through.
88 Lotus. Thank you for being here. We
Rich,
appreciate
did you want to say something before I start?
No, go ahead. I'm just listening. I don't really have that much, but hi Ted, and glad to see you. Salute to you, sir.
At the beginning, when we did the pregame show, I said they had a whole Saquon. They wasn't going to get any more than 50 yards. Remember when I told you that, Mike?
Yeah, you were right,
Yeah,
Tony. You were right on that. Yeah.
I think he got what? How many? He got less than 50 yards.
No,
56.
He got 56. He got a little bit over. Yeah.
He got
I
56.
said he may get 50, but he won't get 100.
Do
No.
you remember I said whoever has the most sacks and interceptions will win?
I couldn't believe the sacks. Oh my God.
6 sacks. 6.
Yeah.
It seems like there was 8, but yeah, 6.
Well, now, he was forever running for his life.
I wanted Kareem Hunt to get some yards, and he really didn't.
No, he was contained.
From what I remember by the numbers.
But Tony, if I could interject something, I could interject on that, the way they were stopped, you look at how Philly's defense, they had 4 guys, monster guys that held that defensive line.
That was the defensive line,
and they were able to put the extra guys in the back to contain the passing game. And
the average height is 6'6", 350 pounds.
Yes, there was a huge defensive
line. What was the average weight back during the first Super Bowl?
It wasn't that, and they weren't young.
No, drop 100 pounds. They were 100 pounds less because they did have a stat on the weight. They were 100 pounds. So they were per player, 100 pounds less.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
So
they won't let those guys at a buffet.
That was a stone wall right there. Those guys, I could not believe that. If you're, I love defense in football, and that was like, you can't get any better than that as far as what they did.
As far as defense, I have to agree with you on that.
Yeah.
Kareem Hunt didn't get yards. Xavier Worthy, from what I saw, was the one player who had the most yards in that game. Between quarterbacks, running backs, wide receivers, everybody. He had like 187 total yards from what I saw on the ESPN site of the Super Bowl.
Right.
Somebody could check me on that. That's fine. But Saquon got the single season rushing record to include the postseason. Lord knows he got MVP of the season, I believe. Somebody check that one. But he did it. Philly did it. Jalen Hurts did it. Kansas City did not look that bad all season.
No, they kept on winning.
Yeah, they did not look that bad all damn season. I don't know what the hell was going on. I forgot a lot of things that we said about that game. And Mike, I know you wanted a lot of predictions. I did have Saquon more than 50, but less than 100. He only needed 30 in that game to get the record, and he did it. Xavier Worthy had one of the best catches I'd ever seen in football. Somebody else got it. I want to say with Devontae Smith, but I may be wrong.
Real quick, Tony, do you think
Yes.
they could? Did you think Kansas City was able to contain Barkley? Because he really, because of the
Yes.
low.
Yes. And
Yeah.
I said it again because that's the other thing I said. Kansas City was known, and they had said that they held the top running backs in the NFL to less than 50 yards.
Right.
And he barely got that 57.
Yeah.
He almost broke out a couple times. I did see him almost break out, but they was on him. They was on him. And I always say, if you stop him, you can stop that team. The rest of the team did everything they needed. Like I said before, too. They've been to the Super Bowl without him. He was going to get them there. He did for them what I thought Derrick Henry was going to do for the Ravens.
Right.
Tony, you're rolling great. Thank you. I have something that's going to help you. And it'll give us a place to go, and you and I and Fireman Rich will have all kinds of fun doing this one.
Bitch girl, thank you for coming through over there on TikTok.
All right, I think I sent that right. Yeah.
Why are you whispering? You sound like you were in church trying to sneak past communion. What are you doing?
What is this?
What you got?
Have a look. This is the top-rated quarterbacks for next year for fantasy football.
Okay, good. Appreciate this. Go for it.
Well, no, you can start reading. You can,
Well,
or can you not? Can you?
I'm flipping screens and checking everything. So please go ahead.
You want me to read it for you? Okay.
I mean, you brought it up here. Why not?
All right, let's do it. Okay, so we have number 1, Josh Allen. Josh Allen is number 1 rated. Number 2 is Lamar Jackson. Do you agree with this? For fantasy football.
For fantasy, absolutely.
Yeah, fantasy, yes.
For fantasy, absolutely.
Did you know that Jalen Hurts only had 3,533 yards?
Yeah, that's where I think for fantasy wise, Joe Burrows would be a number 3.
I agree with Rich.
Mainly
because he didn't have to throw it as much. He can give it to Saquon do his thing. Lamar Jackson didn't have to throw as much this year. He can give it to Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry was doing his thing. Yes, I agree with that.
Josh Allen was hands down the best quarterback this year, though. I think. I love that they have Jaden Daniels here as well. He's number 4.
Jaden should be up there. He is a up and rising rookie quarterback. Congratulations to him on his season. My quarterback that I'm probably going to draft is not up there yet.
We've got Baker Mayfield.
Yes.
Just behind Joe Burrow. That's wild.
Listen, Baker had a great season. Win or lose for the Tampa Bay Bucks, him and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers had an excellent season. Big ups to them for this past season.
Do you know who had the most yards this year?
I think it was Josh Allen, wasn't it?
Joe Burrow.
5,119.
I thought he had a comeback of the year, but I didn't think he had the most yards. Really?
Yeah, he had right there.
Overall yards, right?
And I would almost push him up ahead of Daniels because of that. As far as
Daniels was at 4,459.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh no, as far as number, Joe Burrows, it just I guess look at the caliber of that quarterback and the team. Just they tanked just as bad as San Francisco, but Joe Burrows was able to get the numbers as compared to San Francisco's quarterback that really, they tanked. They were not in any stats, but the Joe Burrow, did Cincinnati have a winning season? I don't think so.
No,
not this year.
I want to say
you think it okay. But I know it had to have been disappointing, because they almost made it, but they started peaking too late. I think
why, Rich, and I want to jump in on that. The reason why I say yes is because the only games they lost was when he wasn't there. When he was there,
good point. Yeah, that's a good
elite.
Good point.
This is a great screen, guys.
They were elite. So that's the only reason why I say that. Nothing against what you're saying. This is what I've noticed. And I'm going to keep them as the number 3 threat in the AFC.
Oh, you got to.
You got Kansas City and Buffalo, and I hate to say it, I got to put Cincinnati above Baltimore. I have to.
Really? Wow.
Yes, I have to. I have to because let's say Joe Burrow didn't get hurt all season.
Okay.
And that team is still legitimate. They've been legitimate since their Super Bowl appearance, in my opinion.
Right.
I got them tied more than them above the Ravens.
Right.
Cincinnati would beat Baltimore, in my opinion, and I had Baltimore going to the Super Bowl. I just wanted them to go, but on paper, I got to put Cincinnati up there.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
It's gonna
I
be-
really feel they have a need, and they got a hair up their ass to get back to the Super Bowl and win.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Lost
Yeah.
to the Rams.
Yep. Yep. I
I'm
agree.
going to give them their credit. They deserve their credit, period, hands down. People don't want to give Cincinnati their credit. I'm going to give it to them. They played a great Super Bowl, even though they lost. They played great because they were all over the Rams on that game. No joke. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I had a rant. My bad.
I
No,
loved it. Oh, that was perfect. Here's the thing, guys, and just think about this for 1 second. There were only 2 quarterbacks that were over 5,000. Lamar and Joe Burrow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lamar
Was
broke
it-
5,000?
Yeah.
Yes.
It's up right there. Yeah. Yeah. That's
I
why I
knew he
say.
broke 4. I didn't know he broke
No,
5.
he broke 5. Yeah. It's right there on
Wow.
it's the 4th column.
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
1, 2,
so
3,
he
4.
was Joe was number 1 at 5,119, and Lamar was at 5,000.
No, I'm just, and I think the thing that Hurts is up there. You look at the number of touchdowns he has, and I think that's what spurred him to the top, along with winning the Super Bowl, probably.
Right.
On that.
Guys, you know what they've been saying is that it doesn't matter statistical. It matters, do you win? Do you have the ability when it counts to win? And
They all do.
Jalen proved that he
Oh
the biggest
yeah,
games in the
as
2
a
biggest
rookie,
games
yeah.
in his life,
Mhm.
the 2 biggest games of his life, he
Mhm.
came up. The only
What-
thing
what-
he did, go ahead.
No, I just gonna say, Mike, real quick. When have we ever seen a rookie perform to that level in the playoffs before? I haven't seen it at all, really.
Are we talking about Jane Daniels, or are we talking about Jalen Hurts?
Well, Hurts isn't. Jan Daniels is a rookie. Hurts isn't a rookie anymore. Daniels isn't
Right.
he?
Daniels
that's what
this
I'm
year
saying.
was far beyond.
Yeah.
I was Jalen Hurts showed that he has the ability to win when it matters. He played the best game of his life in that Super Bowl.
Let's
That
be
was his-
clear. I think all the quarterbacks we spoke on have the one who's getting criticized the most out of the ones we spoke on is Lamar Jackson.
Oh, as far as Hurts though, seeing one of the things that it just spurred something, sort of a side note. Did you hear what Nance has suggested concerning Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles?
I have not. Please elaborate.
They're saying to change the ruling on the tush push to where basically maybe give each team two, how they have a number of flags for penalty, challenge
Mhm.
penalty. They can do 2 tush pushes a game instead of how
This
they get
is
down.
ridiculous. This
Because
is ridiculous.
I guess the thing is
I'm gonna do a 5-man rich on everybody. Yeah.
That's stupid.
well, I just it's not me, it's Jim Nance. Okay, I'm just saying I was surprised that he is utterly against the tush push now because
Do you know where the tush push came from? Rugby.
Well, yeah, it's scrub. It's a scrub type tactic. When they do
Oh,
rugby.
they were just pushing them like a bulldozer.
Yes.
I think they
But-
could have done the tush push every play and still
Yeah.
won.
Yeah.
I think I want to throw the tush push back to when the Bears were in the Super Bowl and the refrigerator tried to
The
bring
fridge, yeah, the fridge. Oh, yeah, that's true. Good point, Tony. I remember that. Yeah, that was you could say that was the first time.
That was
yes.
fun. That was
Oh
fun.
my God, I love the fridge.
That's the first time.
Here's another wrinkle we haven't talked about. Okay, so we've got Brock Purdy, who doesn't get any respect or very little respect.
Mhm.
He is rated number 7.
Mhm.
He is statistically above Patrick Mahomes and
Mhm.
Jordan Love.
Mhm.
Every year,
Ted,
and this year
man, you come on up. I know you're probably busy, but I did send you a link.
he had a horrible year this year.
Who?
And Brock Purdy wasn't his fault.
No,
All the
injuries. Injuries.
All the weapons around him were gone.
Injuries. No, not all of them. Not all of them, because even the backups were doing pretty good.
Right.
Ayuk went down.
Yeah.
EMC went down.
Debo wasn't
Debo was
himself.
down for a little bit. Yes.
He's requested to be traded. Did you know
I
that?
did see that. Yeah, I was
Yeah.
going to get to that. Yes. We got to talk about a couple of those. Once you finish with this, I want to bring up a couple of topics.
Well, what we're doing is we're filling space here. So
keep going. The hell
I'm doing my best here, flying. So luckily we have some information and we like to gab.
Listen, I keep it under an hour and I can put it on Instagram. So hurry the hell up. Thank you very much.
We'll do that. We'll do that for sure. Oh, that's your logic, and you can
I've
put
been
it
telling
on.
you that for 2 seasons. Pay attention. Keep going.
Okay, feel the love. Jordan Love, will he be better this year? They've got him rated at number 9.
You say better.
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with him.
he was hurt this year a lot.
The only thing that's going to be better is they make the postseason.
Yeah. Do you know who rated better?
Period, because he got to get to a playoff, not a wild card, a playoff standing. He has a great backup quarterback. The team and the system works. Stay healthy, because you did mention injury. They stay healthy. That's their progress.
This could be a breakout year for Bo Nix. And I was amazed at tier 7, which is number 11. We've got Kyler Murray, who I love, but he had an okay season.
Stay healthy.
He was good this year. He wasn't hurt.
This year, yes, can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
He is the second Lamar Jackson, the same way. What was I? Najee Harris is the second Derrick Henry to me.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Jared Goff had a great year this year. They didn't have enough. And it's like injuries. What Rich said.
Once again, injuries.
Defense is so important.
Yeah, injured players messed up the Lions. They should be back in the rankings. I fear, and I hope that I am wrong, that their window is closing.
Yeah. Caleb Williams.
What do you mean, Tony? What do you mean by their window closing? They're not.
They may not be as dominant next season.
Oh, real?
Do you know why? Do you know why, guys? You know why, Tony? I know Tony knows.
Predictable.
No, they lost their coaches. They lost the keys to their kingdom.
Yeah.
Right. But still, the players still know how to play.
Right.
Yeah, but coaching is so much part of it. Do you know, even Philly upgraded their coaching this year over 2 years ago, and it showed.
Well, Philly's in trouble next year. You know what?
Fangio won it for them.
Every now and then, when you start talking, you start reminding me of stuff. So I am going to appreciate you for that. Yeah, I am going to. Kellen Moore got the head coaching job with the Saints.
Yeah.
Kellen Moore was the offensive coordinator of the Eagles.
Yes.
Kellen Moore was the offensive coordinator on the Cowboys. They weren't the same without him. I don't think the Eagles will be the same without Kellen Moore.
He's brilliant. That guy's brilliant.
He was the QB at Boise State, and he was drafted into the Cowboys in the NFL.
Yeah.
I had high hopes for him. It hasn't worked as a quarterback, but I'll be damned if he has been outstanding as an offensive coordinator. I want to see what he's going to be as a head coach.
I've had high hopes for Dak Prescott, and unfortunately, Tony D has been smoking crack when it comes to him. But we'll be okay.
No, I got a feeling the Cowboys, they might have a good season next year.
I don't.
You don't?
No.
Okay.
Why?
I want to say that.
Let me put this down on the little yellow. No.
Please do. They did not look right last season, this previous season, this immediate season.
Right.
Head coach is going, new head coach coming in. They're going to have to show and prove to everybody. The hype is over for the Cowboys right now.
Okay.
The hype is over. Philly's in trouble, in my opinion. Dallas is in trouble, in my opinion. Washington just might.
Why is Philly in trouble?
Be the NFC East Conference champ next season.
Okay, say that again. What?
Washington just might be the NFC East Conference champion next season.
Okay.
I could see that. I could see that.
They need some key. They did it with no pieces. They really did.
No, Washington did great with their pieces, and everybody's coming back next year.
They did, but they need more. They need an A-rated receiver, another one. Yes, you do, buddy. You do.
Guess what they need?
What?
Philly to not be as dominant, and I don't think they'll be as dominant next season.
Oh, because you think there will be free agency?
People will leave. The offensive coordinator is
going
to New Orleans.
Right, but they still have that dominant Well, you might be right, because how about the season before? They won 10 in a row and then lost 6.
And the season before that, actually, they went to the Super Bowl without Kellen Moore. They just may do it again without him as well. So I may be wrong, but right now I think Washington's going to have the NFC East next season.
I wonder why Dallas didn't pursue him. They didn't want to pay him.
What, Kellen Moore?
Yeah.
Because he's got a lot of people under contract already. And Kellen Moore is new to the game. Coaching, Jerry Jones he has taken experienced coaches other than, what's my man's name, the redheaded dude that he had. He used to be their quarterback. What was his name before McCarthy? Oh, what was that coach's name? Let me look.
Can we switch gears for
Wait
a
a minute.
second?
Let me answer this. Let me find this. What was their coach's name for the
Okay.
Cowboys before McCarthy?
It's going to drive you crazy.
Yeah. Especially since you haven't Googled it. When you Google everything else, we need you to get to work every now and then. Jesus.
I want to talk about Sam Darnold next.
I know, but let me finish this. Jason Garrett. Thank you. I had to
Okay.
Google myself. Jason
There you
Garrett was there. They wanted him. Thank you, Ted. Jason Garrett was there. McCarthy came there. I don't know who this coach is going to be and what he's going to do because Mike McCarthy's gone. The Jets and Aaron Rodgers are done.
Yeah.
I don't know what the hell
I'm
they're
not.
doing
You're
next
not shocked, are you?
No, but I don't know what the hell they're going to do next season.
Well, he could possibly go to the Rams, Steelers, or Raiders.
Well, I don't know what the Jets are going to do next season. Donika.
Well, they could, Tony. They could end up as far as the draft there coming up. They what's their draft?
Tubishka's with us too, buddy.
Yes, Tubishka was there.
Because 1 year after a record 6 quarterbacks were the top 12 picks, the consensus that 2025 draft class is no better than average. It's a 2-man race between, I guess, this kid called Cam Ward and Sanders' kid. Sanders.
Yeah.
So they could pick up somebody, and we might have another quarterback like Washington had. As far as there's always that possibility.
Maybe. Mike, you have something else. I know I went on a rant. What do you got over there?
I just wanted to talk about Sam Darnold, just where he may end up, because they're talking like they may not keep him.
That would be insanity.
I think so too. I think they could. I think he's there on Vikings for at least another season to see what they can do.
Now they kind of stole some talent, and even their backups are good. And I think they have real confidence that they can do just as well with another quarterback.
Right.
Minnesota?
Yeah.
Well, they proved that with Sam Darnold after Kirk Cousins.
So, Rich.
Yes.
Do you remember the quarterback that New York had?
I don't know about
Aaron. He's gone. So
no.
Which other New York? There's another.
The Giants.
Oh, Josh. Oh, the Giants.
Yeah, come on, Tony. You know this.
Oh, he's a backup there at Minnesota. What's his name there?
Well, we'll have that as the question of the day then. Okay.
I can't remember. I can't recall his name.
Okay, so here's the thing. They believe that they can make him the next superstar.
He has potential. He showed. That's why the Giants picked him. He just didn't have the pieces as the Giants. So I don't think he hasn't played.
He played last year.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I don't think he had a significant role with Donaldson being there as a first string. So what is his name?
Is Tommy DeVito?
Danny Jones. Danny Jones,
the quarterback they had, but he's gone. Tommy DeVito's their backup.
There we go. Thank you, Ted. I think Jones is still a good quarterback. I think that's.
I think they were not equipped to protect him. That's the problem. Tommy DeVito, will he still be a backup? Do you think
he's not? He's not a premier quarterback.
I'm just curious to know if he's going to still be in the league. You guys think? That's all. That's all.
He'll be in the league.
Either if he's not on the regular squad, he's going to definitely be in the what do they call that squad? The practice squad. I could see him playing in the practice squad and stuff. Who knows? He may end up in the USFL or UFL. I don't know. I'm still.
That is a very, you know what? That is a very strong possibility.
Yeah.
Is anybody going to shock us this year, do you think, and have a stellar year that didn't last year?
The Carolina Panthers. Put me down for that.
Well, what did I hear about Lawrence here from the Jaguars?
I did see something on that.
There's somebody of interest.
Yeah.
Is it the Jets, Tony? Is
that
who
the Giants? One of the two.
Okay, maybe that's okay. Now that you say, I remember the talking heads. His name was brought up, but I don't think he wants to leave the Jaguars. I think
we haven't heard anything to think that.
Yeah,
and I agree.
So here's the thing that you got the test wrong. Okay. Sam Darnold.
Yeah.
Was never supposed to play this year.
Why?
Because J.J. McCarthy was going to play.
Oh, well, yeah.
That's right.
Yep, that's right.
He got hurt right at the beginning. He is their future. Sam Darnold is not. They don't want.
Let's elaborate on that. And I'm glad you brought that
up. But I waited.
You did. Well, we didn't pass the test, but damn it, now we got to go ahead and study. McCarthy was supposed to be the player. Darnold held it down while he was down. The same thing Atlanta was working when they was doing Kirk Cousins and Penix Jr. Why would you get rid of Darnold unless Darnold wants to start and doesn't want to sit on the bench would be my question.
Yeah. Because he's more than proved himself, where the other guy, he got injured his first time out, and he hasn't really done anything to show, he's still, I would still consider him a rookie, even if it's in his second year.
Sam's probably going to look to start somewhere to gain his reputation back. Yeah. I will give him that. I will actually tell him.
He was comeback player of the year this year, guys.
He was comeback player of the year?
He won.
Outstanding.
He won.
Outstanding.
CJ Stroud. Let's talk about him for a minute.
They'll be back.
Because we only have a few minutes, and if we shut this down, so like you said, it'll fit in a little bit.
Took him 2 seasons to acknowledge that. Thank you, Mike. Go ahead.
and I'm glad you're not holding on to it, because that could turn into an ulcer. We don't want that. Bryce Young, you're predicting will do well this year?
I expect him to do better next year.
He should do better than he did this last year. He has to. He has to. If he doesn't, then he's going to go down the road of just fiddling away as far as a pass quarterback.
So NFL rankings. Right now, Dak Prescott is 19. Bo Nix is 20. I think Bo Nix is amazing. Nobody's mentioned this guy. I think he's going to be a huge star in the future. Drake May. The Patriots. Like, he is fun to watch. Him and Bo Nix are probably.
What do you think about the team more than the quarterback? Which will be the problem with his progress? That's going to be Drake May.
Yeah.
A lot of praise in his direction, but he's not getting to where he should be as a great quarterback.
Do you know who had really respectful yardage this year?
I got a question. You didn't answer my question. What do you think about with Drake May? Is the team holding him back?
Yes, of course. Yeah,
so
they're a mess.
They're the only reason that he wouldn't be better next season will be your answer.
If he was on Philly, or if he was on Buffalo, or if he was on anybody else's team that was, good, the top, if he was on Detroit, I think he would do phenomenal.
What about if he was in Dallas?
He'd be great. He'd be a good fit.
Carolina.
I would rush out that Dak guy like in a barrel and bring Drake in myself. Las Vegas, sure.
Where'd you say Drake May is at? What on the rank?
21. Do you know who's just below him?
Okay, yeah. So and Dak is at what? He's higher than that, right? So why would you?
It's NFL. Dak is 19, but the problem is Dak is old.
They spoke on this previous season only, Rich. Just this previous season, not cumulative.
Okay.
And not potential growth, right?
Josh, I agree with that, Ted. I agree with that. Yes. So we will see how that works. Okay. Now, with that statement being in place, they will probably be the team that will be the most improved next season over Carolina.
Right.
I would agree with that. Yes.
Do you know who has insanely good stats? You're gonna laugh.
You are like the Tony Reali of this. I actually appreciate it. You know what? Go ahead.
Aaron Rodgers.
Yes,
He
he
has
has. Yes, he has
20
big numbers.
He has great numbers: 28 passing touchdowns,
Mhm.
3,897 yards. His interceptions are high. He had 11 interceptions. That's not good.
And that'll kill a quarterback right there. As far as, because if Josh Allen did not, you look at his year previous, all the interceptions, and that is a deadly killer for any quarterback. And you cannot, if you got that tag, you got interceptions, because before you even throw a ball in a game, they always mention about the interceptions you've had.
And 5 fumbles.
I got a question.
Sure.
Over his career,
yes,
touchdowns and interceptions, what are those numbers?
I don't know. I don't have that close.
Aaron Rodgers was sitting like this.
Yeah.
Touchdowns, interceptions. I mean, Brett Favre was.
Yeah.
If Aaron Rodgers has more touchdowns than interceptions compared to Brett Favre, he'll be better than Brett Favre.
Russell Wilson is rated 23.
That's damn shame with that season he had.
Well, he only passed for 2,752 yards.
Yeah, but look at the record they had.
He had, I agree, he had 18 passing touchdowns. Okay. Aaron had 28.
He got 7 of them that last game. That last game against the Dolphins, they were playing like they was an elite team.
Now
those two are about the same this season. I got to go ahead and say it.
Derek Carr's another one. It's hurt all the time.
Yes.
But he can throw.
He is a quarterback that has never. Remember how the Undertaker told the Big Show he was a giant that never was?
Yeah.
Derek Carr is an elite quarterback that hasn't made it yet.
You know what you haven't brought up, and I know you love the Steelers?
Go.
The Steelers really want Trevor Lawrence.
I have not heard that.
Yeah. They've reached out several times saying we want him.
Maybe that's the team he's going to. Okay, yeah, I think I've heard something about that.
New York team. I saw New York team,
and they're talking about maybe trading Watt there or something like that. I heard
JJ Watt,
something in the mix. Yeah,
that would be insanity.
I think that's just the talking heads.
TJ head.
Here's the other thing.
As far as quarterbacks with the highest TD to intercept ratio, with at least 30 TD passes, Tom Brady is the top. In 2010, he had 36 touchdowns, 4 interceptions.
He was a monster that year.
Aaron Rodgers in 2014 had 38 touchdowns, 5 interceptions.
He was unbelievable.
And he had it also. He's number 3 on the list. And Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, 5 and 6. Aaron Rodgers, number 7. So they're older quarterbacks. There's no real, as far as I haven't found a list as far as overall for last year. Well, let me see. Check that.
Okay.
So, but it just, I think it's just if a quarterback has 2 or 3 seasons and they have a lot of interceptions, it doesn't matter how many touchdowns. His interception, you could have that one key interception that loses a critical game, and they're going to remember that. You could have all the touchdowns in the world, but if the interception just sticks with the quarterback, I think.
Yes, it does.
Do you know who had good numbers, and it shocks me? Kirk Cousins.
Yeah,
he had 28.
You did great.
He had 28 passing touchdowns. He only had 6 interceptions. He rushed for 531 yards.
He was out there.
He had six fumbles, and he had 12 rushing touchdowns.
One of the best Thursday night football games was him versus the Bucks early in the season, and I talked about it. That was an outstanding game. Yeah. It truly was.
Justin Fields, does he have a future with somebody?
Pittsburgh.
Still?
Pittsburgh.
As a backup?
If Russell goes to Las Vegas, to Joan Carroll, I see Fields taking over as he's more. I think he's more than capable.
Oh my God!
Caleb Williams is rated 28th. 28th.
Yeah, he didn't have a decent season.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
He only rushed for 189 yards.
Rehab is in the house. He's talking smack. Rehab, appreciate you coming through.
Aiden O'Connell is 29.
He should be the future of their franchise, and he should be phenomenal under Pete Carroll.
Okay.
He should be phenomenal under Pete Carroll. Lord knows, if Russell Wilson goes to the Raiders to be with Pete Carroll, they're going to be a problem next season. Fields only plays his games.
The only person you haven't brought up today is Michael Penix Jr.
because he hasn't played enough games. But he's the rookie quarterback I'll be watching next season.
Fields only plays 6 games. Yeah.
Do you guys know who Malik Willis is? I do, but
Malik Willis is the quarterback up there in Green Bay behind Jordan Love, right? Yes.
I'm impressed.
Yes.
And your all-time favorite, your favorite player of all time, Jameis Winston.
Oh man, what can you say? It's just like
he's going to do what Brett Favre has done in his career: touchdowns and interceptions, similar.
His numbers are horrible.
Yeah, exactly, Rick. I mean, on rehab, exactly. This joker here.
Exactly. Will Levis is rated 33.
I don't see much of a future with him. I heard he was supposed to be good, but it's not looking right.
Yeah.
And this is so sad. Anthony Richardson, who is supposed to be the future.
Injuries.
He is rated 35.
They always start off good and then wind up not good during the season.
He rushed for 499 yards.
Ted's calling it. You know what, Ted? Do we want that?
Ooh, I don't know.
Do we want that? I say this because Jameis Winston gets a lot of interceptions.
Yeah.
A lot.
I would rather see Russell Wilson come to the Jets.
What I predict you'll see is JJ McCarthy as the starter and Daniel Jones as the backup, and Sam Darnold, you might be right, might have one more year because he won comeback player of the year.
He might have one more year.
I'll tell you what, if Trevor Lawrence goes to New York, send Sam Darnold to Jacksonville.
No, I think what Michael was saying earlier, though, I think Trevor Lawrence, he's more from what I thought it was a Jets, but it is Pittsburgh. That what Michael was saying. I did hear a blip on some of the Talking Head show and stuff like that. So, but as far as the Jets, I don't know.
I'm sorry. I had to say this. I'm waiting on that right there. Look at the chat, Rich.
Archie Manning.
I'm waiting on that. Go ahead, Rich. I apologize.
I don't know. You know,
I would love to see Joe Flacco go back to the Browns as a backup.
I'm sorry.
No, I think Joe Flacco's days are numbered, Michael.
They're done.
I think we've seen.
He had a flicker of hope there. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think he's because is he a comment? He's not a commentator on any.
No, he's still in the field.
Yeah, so I don't think he's. If he does, it'll be interesting to see because he's over 40. So and the same thing with Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers, he could probably do so much more as going to coaching. I'd love to. I think he'd make a great coach. Mm-hmm. I think he has potential of being a good coach, but he has to start down on the bottom of the tier. He can't, so I think he might go the entertainment route eventually.
I'm not doing this with you, Rehab. Any other thoughts, gentlemen?
Can we talk about Travis Kelce? Will this be his last year, you think?
No, you already said.
No, I think he's licking his wound. I think he's going to be a tough boy. It's probably his brother's going to kick him in the ass and say, "Start feeling sorry for you. Either get on with it or get off the pot."
Kelce and Mahomes are Brady and Gronkowski.
Yeah.
Aaron Rodgers is doing a podcast.
You're breaking up on my end a little bit, Tony.
Me?
Yeah, okay. A little bit. Just for a second. Just for a second. That doesn't mean it'll break up on the replay, though. Doesn't mean that.
I've checked the replays. It has done that. It has.
But see, we're at the tail end here. I got a little bit here.
Go for it.
Well, with the Philadelphia Eagles put an exclamation point on their season with the dominating Super Bowl win over Kansas City, bringing the NFL season officially to a close, as we all know. But you don't have to wait too long without football, because you know what's going to happen? The UFL Spring Football League returns in 2005. Kickoff is Friday, March 28th, and it looks like
2025.
2025. Oh, that's right. What did I say? 28, 25. And the backstory is to the UFL. If you're not, you don't know anything about it, the United Football League. And full disclosure, I have no association with the UFL, but it is a league. The UFL is just what its name implies, a combination of the XFL, the old XFL, remember that, and the USFL leagues, both which were recently resurrected. And the opening week, we're going to have a Friday night game, March 28th at 8 o'clock, St. Louis Battlehawks against the Houston Roughnecks. And then going 4 o'clock game. Let's see, 28th. When is the 28th of March? Yeah, that's a Friday. And then you got a Saturday game, the 29th at 4 o'clock. And then there's a Sunday game. There's 2 Sunday games. And Tony, you're Birmingham Stallions, because I know that's a team that you.
I'm predicting their comeback. I'm predicting.
What do you mean comeback? They've won the last 2. They won They won the last USFL championship, and they won the very first UFL. I'm still going with the St. Louis Battlehawks.
I was about to say that's who's supposed to be up. Yeah, I agree with you.
And it's some good spring football. And just to give it a plug, it's surprised we haven't seen MGB.
Why would you read that? He's baiting you.
Oh.
So, Cooper, can we talk about Cooper before it ends?
Yeah, go ahead. I just want to plug the UFL.
Let him plug the UFL. Damn it. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't think we're going to be doing shows on it, are we, Fireman?
He does. Rich does.
Well, I'm going to probably. I might. I'm more than less leaning to that. It's going to probably be a Wednesday or Thursday night for an hour, just like I did. Let's Talk Football UFL, which I did last year.
Yes.
I think I'm out of my my dumps of.
I have one question for you that pertains to this.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I've heard for now a year and a half that the NFL wants to support it because it is a great.
They have supported
ground.
Yeah, they have,
and they're going to continue to support it because they want to expand the league into Europe, and they're going to need this league as kind of like a house league.
I would agree with that. I haven't heard anything specific, but I see where you're going with it, and I have heard during the course of this past season on a number of games, the announcers saying how the NFL does support, especially when you see the players crossing over from the UFL into the NFL. And my Bates there, the kicker for the Detroit Lions, he had a fabulous year. He continues, and there are some top caliber players there. Is the play in UFL really up? It's close, but it's not really there. But it's above college, I would say. Or no, Tony, you don't agree with that?
I'm looking at the comments. Don't mind me, please, because
okay.
Just keep going. You do
okay. I'm concentrating on this. So.
Okay,
but go ahead.
We're running out of time here. So Cooper DeJean, I felt like that was the spear in the eye. Mm-hmm. That was the end of the game. When he did that pick six, it was done. The momentum of the game, it was over.
Yes.
When he did that, and he did it so effortlessly. That was his first interception.
Yeah, it was a great moment for the Super Bowl too, because it was his birthday. It was his birthday.
It was his birthday. That's right. That's what it was his birthday.
And they were over the moon.
22 years old, the kid is.
Yeah, and he's a great kid too.
God bless him. God bless him.
All right, so we only have a couple minutes. Anything you want to talk about, Tony, in the closing here? I just wanted to make sure.
I'm good.
Okay, Chris Jones, did you notice his neck was really screwed up on the sidelines? He couldn't even move it during the Super Bowl? Chris Jones, his neck was so injured. They tried to move his head, and he was going.
Oh,
it was awful.
That's not good. That's not good.
Yeah.
If you want to. I want to tell you what I've been telling you for a year, Ted. I'm waiting on you. Might be able to do it tonight because I'm off tomorrow. You let me know.
So what does that mean, BKFF team? What does that
What is
mean?
BKFF talk?
Bell Kings Fantasy Football. Michael,
Oh,
come on.
okay.
You've been here long enough. You should know that.
I didn't know the short form there.
I don't know what to do with him from time.
I did.
No, I just want to say, Tony, I really appreciate this. I think we're finishing up a third season of Bell Kings Fantasy Football, and I feel very privileged and honored that I've able to, you've allowed me to come up and talk about football and stuff like that. So I think it's a very successful year that we've had this year.
I appreciate it.
With Michael, his commentary has been outstanding, along with the comments that we have given, even the other comments that we've had. But it has been a great ride, and as far as that goes, and such. But I just want to thank everyone that is watching on the replays. Rich appreciates me trolling. He's okay. He's harmless and stuff. You're a good guy. You're a good guy there, Captain Rehab. Okay, let's don't.
What's up, Bree? Thank you for coming through, lady. Listen, I appreciate the both of y'all.
I just wanted to express right here as we're closing up that I do appreciate both you and Michael as far as coming up on this format and as far as that goes, because we have had some. It just got better. It's getting better. It's each year. This has been the best year. So great success, and I appreciate and say thank you for creating all this.
I appreciate y'all for being here with me. I appreciate everybody who's been in the audience. I appreciate all the league members. I appreciate all the viewers. I appreciate all the support. I've gotten people who check the replays and told me they love what we do. So I thank each and every last one of y'all. I really do. Straight up. This has been fun. Ted said we're going to have to do a season 6, and we only got 3, so we got to do 3 more seasons already off the rip. Plain and simple. Plain and simple. So I thank everybody. I thank y'all for helping me expand this onto more than the 5 platforms I started off with, adding 2 more, and even a third one, if we could ever get it to go to Instagram like it should, and we can be all over the place. That's the ultimate right now. So I am going to shut this down. Appreciate the both of you, ladies and gentlemen. My man Michael Bathurst over there. #ShoutMGB on all platforms. Check him out with his AI music. My man Fireman Rich down there does the morning coffee Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. 0600 Rumble Studios. Multi streams on other platforms as well. Check him out. Y'all already know me. Follow me on my link tree, Tony D. Original. Please jump on, follow me on all the channels. Check out
Thank you, Ted.
My
we
music
appreciate you, Ted.
Check out Rumble has all my replays. Twitter has all my replays. YouTube has my conversational replays. I really do thank everybody for helping me carry this. We're not even doing this for money. We're doing this for fun. And the following is always the best support, more than the demand of people sending you money to keep doing what you're doing. So you all have helped me get this far. And I've been saying that since 2021 with any broadcast I've ever done. I appreciate each and every last one of y'all. I'm going to shut this down. I'm going to grab some breakfast. You all take care. The NFL season is officially over. The fantasy football season has been over. We will get ready for next season. Congratulations to the Philadelphia Eagles winning Super Bowl 59. Kansas City Chiefs will be back. Play yourself out if you want to and think that they won't. You'll be an idiot. And we'll get ready for the UFL. Fireman Rich, check him out when he does Let's Talk Football on his broadcast. We are going to follow him the same way he's going to follow us. I'm going to holler at y'all later. Peace.
Are we going to follow the draft a bit?
Maybe.
That's a good idea. Good.